Join me as I dive into the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra and put it to the test to see if it's really worth your hard-earned cash. The Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra has finally arrived, and boy, is it a beast of a device. With its massive 6.8-inch dynamic AMOLED display, up to 12 GB of RAM, and a long-lasting 5000 mAh battery, it's no wonder people are going crazy over this phone. When it comes to choosing a new smartphone, we're often faced with a tough decision. Do we splurge on the latest and greatest, or do we opt for something more affordable but potentially less impressive? The Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra is definitely a premium device, and its price tag reflects that. But is it really worth the cost? I think we've all been there, stuck in a never-ending cycle of wanting the latest smartphone but not wanting to break the bank. On one hand, we want a device that can keep up with our increasingly demanding digital lives, but on the other hand, we don't want to sacrifice our hard-earned cash for something that might not be worth it in the long run. The Galaxy S25 Ultra is definitely a device that's going to set you back a pretty penny. But is it really worth the investment? For me, the answer to that question really depends on what you're looking for in a smartphone. If you're someone who wants the absolute latest and greatest, and you're willing to pay top dollar for it, then the Galaxy S25 Ultra might be the perfect device for you. But if you're on a tighter budget, or if you're not quite sure you need all the bells and whistles that this phone has to offer, then you might want to think twice before splurging. The Galaxy S25 Ultra has some seriously impressive specs, but it's not the only device on the market that can offer top-notch performance and features. So, is it really worth the cost, or are you just paying for the Samsung brand name? The Galaxy S25 Ultra has a quad-camera setup with a 200-megapixel primary sensor, a 50-megapixel front camera, and support for 8K video recording at 30 fps. It also has a massive 5000 mAh battery that Samsung claims can last up to 2 days on a single charge. And let's not forget about the massive 6.8-inch dynamic AMOLED display that's perfect for watching videos or gaming on the go. But how does it stack up against the competition? Well, the camera setup is definitely one of the strongest features of the Galaxy S25 Ultra, and it's definitely on par with what we've seen from other top-tier devices like the iPhone 13 Pro Max. The battery life is also definitely impressive, although we'll have to see how it holds up in real-world usage. One of the standout features of the Galaxy S25 Ultra is its unique functionality, like its support for the S Pen stylus and its ability to connect to a desktop-like interface with DeX mode. These are definitely some nice-to-haves, but are they really worth the extra cost? In terms of performance, the Galaxy S25 Ultra is definitely one of the fastest devices on the market, thanks to its powerful Exynos 2400 chipset and up to 16 GB of RAM. But again, we're seeing similar performance from other devices that are priced significantly lower. After putting the Galaxy S25 Ultra through its paces, I have to say that it's definitely an impressive device. But is it really worth the cost? For me, the answer is a resounding maybe. If you're someone who wants the absolute latest and greatest, and you're willing to pay top dollar for it, then the Galaxy S25 Ultra might be the perfect device for you. But if you're on a tighter budget, or if you're not quite sure you need all the bells and whistles that this phone has to offer, then you might want to think twice before splurging. So, what do you guys think? Is the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra worth the cost? Or is it just a fancy device for those with deep pockets? Let me know in the comments below. And if you liked this video, be sure to check out some of my other tech reviews for more in-depth looks at the latest devices.